I wanted to make a brief video just to go over the intricacies, I guess, of the assignments and the exams, just so that we're all clear on, it's a little bit harder when it's an online class to know what the settings are and what I'm intending there to be. So I thought I'd just take a few minutes to kind of go over this. So this is obviously the Launchpad site that you've all signed up for with the access to the book and to the assignments. So let's just enter the course. So now obviously I'm looking at this as the from the instructor side of this, not from how you see this. I'm doing that though because I want to show you again the explanation for the settings. Well, I guess before I do that, again, just to kind of reiterate or to repeat myself, 3 parts of the course. Again, you can work as far ahead as you want, but I'm only letting you fall behind so much. Within the parts we have the chapters, and within the chapters we obviously have the parts of the chapter, the sections of the chapter to review. The only things that are assigned for each chapter should be the graded homework. I know for the learning, there was a learning curve chapter 1. It did show up as assigned. I did adjust that. It should not have been assigned. So there should only be 1 homework assignment for each chapter. When we look at a chapter, so let's just look at it for this case right here. Again, you're not seeing this. This is what I'm showing you from my settings. I want to talk about these settings so that everyone is clear about what the settings are. You can do these assignments as many times as you want. I am only taking the highest score. You have as much time as you want in doing it. The questions are randomized across the chapter, so you might see stuff at the end of the chapter as your first question. But having said that, that's also the way that the exams are organized, so it's trying to prepare you for the exams. But you can do these homework assignments as many times as you want. You're getting your feedback each time after you do it. So my intent, at least with the assignments, is that if you're willing to spend the time to do it and do it well, you should get close to 100% on the assignments. And then we have the exam. For the exam, the settings are different. The setting here different is that you have 1 attempt. So there's only 1 chance that you get to do the exam. You have a time limit of 300 minutes. That would be 5 hours. So that would be pretty exhausting, but you have, I'm hoping, more than enough time in that sitting to do it. You will be presented the questions 1 at a time. You will have the option to do the save and continue, but obviously the clock, after it would pause the clock essentially, so that could like let you eat if you're doing this 5-hour marathon of the exam. My intent is that you would have the chance to do those things. The questions are randomized as well. And things will not be revealed to you though until after the due date. This is just because everyone's taking the exam at different times, and this just kind of preserves the integrity of the exam. So you won't know your results right away unless you're very curious and you want to ask me what your result was. I will happily reply back to you what your score was. And that process that you're going through part 1 is essentially replicated for part 2, which has the chapters and the exam, same settings, and for part 3, which has the same settings as well. So I'm hoping at least this is a doable amount of work for the compressed time period that we have. I know it's a little bit harder when it's a summer class to do everything and to feel you have enough time to understand everything. So I'm trying to have less material so that we have a better understanding of things. Okay, so I hope that review of the settings for your homeworks and the exams help you plan how to kind of schedule out your time on things.